What is going on, everyone? NASCAR Joshua 5 here, and I am back for another NASCAR 25 video. Today we're going to be checking out the paint booth, and we're going to see how that goes here. Uh, I don't really care for the paint booth as much as NASCAR 15. I feel like NASCAR 15 has the best paint booth. It's not quite to that extent. Also, I fast forwarded this quite a bit. Um, I don't know if I haven't uploaded the career mode video yet. I basically tried to. If you've seen that yet, I'm not sure in which order I'll upload these videos, but in the career mode video, I also painted my career car, and I tried to use the colors of my sister's baked and balanced logo, um, and I tried to use the shapes just like I did in NASCAR 21. I tried to use the shapes to make her logo, but I'll get to that here in a second. We have a few different presets that you can use for paint schemes. I chose to go with number 6. I feel like it matched my sister's logo and colors pretty well. But here we're going, and there's a lot of colors. You can go through all the colors, and there is a lot to choose from. You can also use different accents of the paint, so you can do like color, or excuse me, you can do camo, you can do carbon fiber, all that stuff. Here I'm just removing all of the decal sponsors here. And as you can see, I got a little confused at first trying to add the shapes. I didn't quite understand how to do it, but I eventually figured it out. I was really confused there. You're only allowed a certain amount of shapes here. I may have already mentioned that, but you're only allowed a certain amount of shapes, and you just can't add that many shapes. I really hope they fix it down the line. It was kind of frustrating. Yeah, I had trouble figuring out how to actually add a shape and edit it. I couldn't figure out how to do it, but eventually I did figure it out. I went back and yeah, I was trying to figure it out. Also, I chose number 46 because my sister's favorite driver is Jimmy Johnson. So, of course, 48's not available. Not all the numbers are available. I don't know why they did that. Only numbers, I guess, that aren't used by the real life drivers, which is kind of odd. I think in the NASCAR Heat games, you could actually use all the numbers, if I'm not mistaken, but it could be a licensing thing too. But as you can see, I did finally figure out how to add the shapes to the cars, and I started to work on the logo that my sister has for her business. But there is a problem, like I said, you can only add a certain amount of shapes, and you couldn't really copy shapes or anything. It just wasn't really. NASCAR 21 Ignition does have a better paint booth. You are able to copy your shapes, and yeah, this isn't the best paint booth in the world. It could definitely be better. I was hoping it would be better. I was hoping it would be just like at least at like NASCAR 21, but maybe just like NASCAR 15. But unfortunately, it is definitely not the best paint booth in the world. You can still make pretty good paint schemes. You just can't do as much. Um, I'm hoping for the future games they can update the paint booth and make it more. I definitely want a NASCAR. If we could have a NASCAR 15 type paint booth, that would just be awesome. That game, you could create your own shapes and you could create your own logos. You could really make good paint schemes on that game, and I really hope we can get to that. But of course, I started with my sister's logo. I tried to make the B in the baked and balanced, and yeah, I'm working on that here. And it's just, yeah, of course, I was trying to get used to it. When you have a new paint booth, you have to get used to it and all that. But I really wish I could have copied the shapes here. I kept having to make new shapes for it, but as you can see, I'm working on the letter B, like I said, and just trying to figure it out. But that's about as far as I got because, like I mentioned, you only get a certain amount of shapes, and yeah, I tried to make the letter B. I did the inside part of the letter here, and I had one last circle here I completed one letter. That's about all I could complete. Whereas on NASCAR 21 Ignition, I was able to make her logo just exactly as close to it as I could. This game, I couldn't make it, but there you go. That's all the shapes you're allowed, so I just deleted them. And I know my sister, she's brought Liquid Death over here before. I think it's like water with alcohol or something in it. I don't know. I seen Liquid Death, and I thought it matched the paint scheme pretty well. So if my sister ever watches this, instead of making you a baked and balanced car, I made you a Liquid Death car. So unfortunately, that's what I was stuck with. But Yeah, the Liquid Death sponsor, like I said, it definitely matches the paint scheme, I feel like, still. So it doesn't look completely out of place. It still looks cool enough here. Still not the best paint scheme, but it at least shows the paint booth and it at least, gets the idea out there. I know other people have showed the paint booth for their videos as well and their paint schemes. I mainly wanted to make one for my sister, Marissa, because, you know, I wanted to make her baked in balance car for her business, but unfortunately I couldn't do that. So this is the next best option. I feel like the paint scheme works well with the Liquid Death logo. I feel like it matches pretty good. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not sure. I'm sure if my sister ever watches this, she'll tell me regardless. But anyway, working on the car here, you get a lot of options here for decals. There's a lot of sponsors. I do like that, like in NASCAR 21 Ignition, you really had a lot of Joe Gibbs sponsors. Here, you just kind of have a little bit of everything. Also, my sister loves pickles, just like my mom. So I added a pickle on her car as well. And she loves Hellman's mayonnaise, which mayonnaise in general is disgusting, but Hellman's mayonnaise is even worse. But my sister loves Hellman's mayonnaise, so I added that logo to the car as well. I pretty much made this car for her, so I hope she likes it if she ever sees this. But anyway, we're working on the logos here. I tried to add a logo up here. What is that? It's like right by the side window there, but I couldn't figure out where to add a logo there. Maybe you can't do that. I wasn't really sure how to do that. It was a little confusing. Hopefully you all are getting this okay since it's sped up a little bit. If I didn't speed this up, the video would have been insanely long. But yeah, here's the paint scheme. It looks pretty good. I feel like it's not perfect, but it'll do. Now we get to the helmet and the suit here. First we're doing the driving suit, and again I'm going to match the colors to the car. You get all kinds of different designs you can do for your color. I chose camo at first. I don't know why I did camo, because the car is not camo. I did go back and eventually change that because I was really confused as to why I did that. There you go. I went back and changed it. And you get a lot of different preset designs for your driving suit and helmet as well. But once again, I added the Liquid Death logo to my chest here. I feel like that Liquid Death logo looked better. And then we're going to do the back. You don't have a lot of customization. I feel like Gran Turismo 7 even Gran Turismo 7 has a much better helmet and suit livery editor. It's much better in my opinion. This isn't as good as that if you're comparing that for sure. I feel like the paint for the car paint scheme, NASCAR 15 is better, and then for the helmet and suit, Gran Turismo 7 is way better. Gran Turismo 7 also has a much better livery editor as well. You can upload custom logos and all that stuff, and you can upload real life logos. It's really cool. Just like on the car, I decided to add the pickle and the Hellman's logo again, which is so disgusting. Pickles are okay, but my mom and sister really love pickles, and I don't. And my mom also loves mayonnaise. She doesn't like Hellman's mayonnaise, but she does love mayonnaise, so both of those are just not my thing. And we added the number 46 on the driving suit as well. And now we get to the helmet part. Again, so many different styles you can do, so many presets. I decided to go with number 5. And like I said, I painted it. I tried to do a gradient on there, but it just didn't work well. So I just went back to just the standard, single color. But yeah, this design is pretty cool. I mean, it's not perfect. I mainly just did it to show you all the paint booth. I might go back and change this. I'm not sure. But for now, we're just going to keep it the same. I did the same thing for my ARCA car at the start of the career mode, if you've seen that already. And if not, I probably just spoiled it. Again, I don't know when I'm going to upload both of these videos, but I'll probably do this one first, maybe. I'm not sure. But if not, you'll get a little preview. You're getting a preview of what I did for the career mode car, for my ARCA car. But there we go. We added the Liquid Death logo once again. And yeah, as you can see, that you couldn't really see it, so I changed it a little bit, made it white instead of black, so you could actually see it. Again, the livery editor for GT7 still beats this for sure. And we're also able to customize the trailer and all that stuff. It's really cool. It is pretty good customization, but I would like to see an improvement for the paint booth for the future NASCAR games. But anyway, we're finishing up here, and this has been the paint booth for NASCAR 25. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and catch you later.